Bwega sana kairi murithiria wa Meru Tv tukwina mbere kwetu icho kagira na ikengo tukaina mbere kwigua tukiendeleaga na mubango wetu kagita katu ya mbere kwa tukirithagira mantu makoneni na kithomo kiri gichunchi gitu kia muthia kana ithari ire tule muthia twina mbere kwa tu atanite na Madam Faith Wanja atundeni ya mubango tukiaragira mantu mwanya mwanya marama kaina mbere kwa mai gutethagia gu murithiria mwende. Karibu sana madam. Bwega, and you are looking good. As always. Karibu sana kiri mubango. Kiri murithiria wa Meru TV kengo tukiambagire bwega.
Bwega sana utegerio Meru TV. Ibwega nontu boto a chance. Ibwega nontu kwa ana baku kanya. Naru twina topic very touching. ACIARI it is bamugore mu office ne bangibe, but if you're at home please usisonge. Yeah.
Bwega sana. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Twina mbere kwa tukiwatanagira kwa narikigana agande ni mubango kengo twina mbere kwigwa tukithomaga maingi ana bai muji madame ibarengire chukuru na ikagita karabathia na mbere kwigwa bakio ya warutharo gukara na aciari baki you know ende aciari batwikaga ari mubana actually. Mbere ma mwana batiri kwigwa ikarania ta kana muciari batiri kwigwa ikarania ta na mwana wake kagitania ka ana bari muji.
Muciari mpenda kwira muciari igitare onde no mwanka we create time na ana baku PHAMINAS. Nontu bwa mbere ma time is never enough. Time is created. Na mbera antu utomba kwa busy throughout. Nontu some of us twaere missing kurukinye anybody else. Lakini we are missing out on our children. Mbere antu sometimes you are working but you are also expected to be a parent. Na itugire majukumu ja kurera na ijatigio tigirwa banti, ijatigio tigirwa you know grandparents kwibona ndindone skuru kwingoro that Tuesday, Wednesday. By friend utimbwana we plot in all of them ibaikirwe ki grandparents, aunties, uncles. It is quite tough times but mbere aciari atiri mbesha teach you everything. Nanga karangira antu moka the end of time because I've seen consequences of aciari barebo umaba geto chwambecha throughout. But nandi kana mtu akithiro ere engaged. Mbere aciari barebe mu officine. Your project number one is your family, which is your children. Dirio kubanga project chiaku nyama officine. For example, mu officine twina goals obatere kwa accomplish. Sales people, they know that very well. There are some targets. Do you set targets for your children? Ana visit nja 3 weeks. Dai twina boa week. Patikiri biumia bieri. Kuintuku urone ukarande na mwano kumenya how they did in school. What are they thinking? Imbiba, yani apart from thinking, imbiba kwenda kuachieve. Mbere aciari na arua ana betu bena targets in their lives. Kuba kwenda kuachieve visiting the grandparents. Kuba kwenda kuachieve gwita shopping. Kuba kwenda kuachieve gwita KFC. Kuba kwenda kuachieve. You know, children have targets nowadays. Noriwa mwana bwa karakara kudikani mamu no kudikana uli ni promise. Mbere barato promise and we don't do. It is wrong. Kwa unandi anata ugukarande na mwano kuiwa what they want to achieve during the 3 weeks. Tuenabo. Aciari babe na twana tonini. You know mbera muciari utikana kanini gakwarirwa. No kauga kana gaku kanini mwano kwa tikia kwerewa. Spend time with your child telling them things. Ninyeriro kuona jeka they are not getting anything. Utemuri tuongeo mwagaja mwana. Because their minds ita korogochanwa. Their minds are very fresh. Kuna didira wambiririe kwira mwana we don't do that, we do this instead. Na ndaugire okera mwana the correction, tell them the other part. Kuna ndio kamwira tutita iguru ria metha. What is the table meant for? Kuna ndi withurogita na mwana ku some things that you expect them not to twira the standards iro setaira ana baku beba nini. Even the Bible says they are very hard for them to depart from. So nande mbere ACIARI, the targets that you've set for this year or this part of the year, and about what they included. You know, CBC, the Betankiran to still it is the best education system we afford. Not to don't remind daughters and work activities, holiday work activities.
Yes.
Now they one by one. Each day she's doing something. As a parent, what is expected of me?
Yeah.
It is to, you know, utumba mwana atumbo kwira mam kudiria kodambito, and that is it. You need to go there to the sink or wherever they are doing the washing. Do the, you know, it's called what? Tega. Kanora mwalimu wa makangugi. No kuona kanya kakusahisha. Mantujera mwana kwa kuthithia. Interview bia thambwa no tega the procedure. Ore kuthambwa kiendo mwira mtu akasabuni, you know, you bring the plate to the sink, you clean it up, you rinse it, then ugekare batere. After a few minutes unakausha unaweka maji nafaa. Mtoto anataka kuandika. Mwizi procedure you tuandika tu form by the home science. You don't do that practical where you are supposed to do everything, recording everything. Right now, a grade 4 is doing that. Kuna ndimbere ACIARI, it is not all lost. Lakini kira kithomo kigi kwenda ya attention.
Yes.
Utumbo tigira mwarimu mwana eva kairi. Musiari no mwanka ukethirwa we part and parcel kithomo kia mwana. Kuna ndimbere ACIARI ana batu twina teenagers, you know, twina gents in the homes.
Yeah. What
responsibilities are we giving them? No tuma mwana muthaka atueka you know, the figure in the house. Did you umarete? What are you telling them? Then umutigira the small siblings. Are you coming and having another discussion? You know, the siblings are supposed to report to you what happened, so that you know now kila notiga inyana baku in the right hands. I'm happy some of the siblings, they are very good. Bagatigo barugereana bao, you know, they clean out some of them, even wash them, you know. Lakini mwana no urio kamurera. Ana bara betu tukurerero iba auntie. No mwanka we auntie time I sit back. Kenda ana baku ba take the front positions. Niki they have to learn. Na kwina auntie ba bega bagukarana na bakiba itana. You know now nduko itureti auntie to get inya their qualifications. Na direti form 4. Niki most of the things they are doing with our children, no mwakati the relevant. Kuna ndimbere musiari, as you're just juggling around your target, is your children your target. No to arabaku bedroba ti target to come back and wonder. Mwana na akurire na chitere mbera antu sometimes in that regime which wambeto tiona nandi, when you want to enjoy your money with your children, they are not there. Yeah. Simply because you are not there when they really wanted you. And to balance life. Even the more time you're spending in the office, ask yourself, whose value is it adding? Because now, if you're a parent, if you're a manager somewhere, you really need a very good balance for you to be able to know. Ikifika 5 kwa ofisi mimi natoka because I have to be there at 6 to see my children take dinner and you know to have a conversation with them. Ana bana ndite baraba tiganairo ana bana ndi you have to be there. No to yabirabo kure PHAMINAS if you sometimes I imagine okay kwetherwa kiuria kiorwa someone who doesn't have good intentions with my children. Kuna nde ACIARI tuizi apart from praying, because now prayer is a key thing. Are you there? Na ndi tukiaredia your availability. When you're there, what are you doing? And some of us, we have to apologize. Tukarathimone, you know, you're still replying emails, you're still doing things. Can you set time for your children? Wakinyanja understand botindete atia mwana arete atia you know ibodambire those things and you have to be sure that it really happened. No to inya mwana mbokwera imbereje na baterede so wetete kumama irio antio kwera nize fulani na fulani na regere kwira. So you would have said that when I arrived because I would have done something. And ACIARI, we have to be there. We don't have apologies. Then with these times of you wanting to perform, bere ACIARI ba akuru, our fathers, please can you be there for your children? You're not the only one who has targets. Women, we have targets also. We are having day-to-day targets. Apart from mwenye office, can you set some for your children? When my child is there, I have to get 2 days to be with my child. Non-negotiable. Itanguge so much so that someone will assign you that off of 2 days with a clean heart because you've shown I really need to be there for my children. Those 2 days that you've taken, ikiana mundene, ikiana kwa bajojo, you know, spend time with your sons, men, telling them things, but you know, have realized there are some parents that will spend time with their children telling them you know, there is nothing like those things they are the same things that are breaking our husbands. They don't even know how to talk about it. Can you teach your son how to speak out instead? If something is happening to me, who am I supposed to approach? How am I supposed to approach it? At the end of the day, you're raising a son who is going to express themselves in the office, in their homes, with their children. You know, apart from spending time where AANA how to be a man. Men don't cry, men don't look weak. Please, men, can you show vulnerability?
Iboya madam. Kwina ontowariria guntoboya muno ontobwa AANA bandaka. You know, dera kaingi AANA bandaka ba inambere kwegwa bagitwika abakura bakugimara. ACIARI baingi bathukagie babu na ntoba nene. Those are the DCs. Actually, tukira man DC bau batioragwa ukethera mwana arithi kinyaga choka muju tuo nonto imuntu munene na kurire era no uketherwa bado turi kagita ni kara ana bare kagiro nonto ndi nantu banene indaka ni kurire ibathio ubatu, you know, ACIARI ba yakorwa tweka kinya batikuona kanya gakwarania na AANA babanda kanonto batirwongamana, you know, batikarande baranire batikara nyombe mo baranire. I don't know mbakugata on this.
Of course, ikwethera kwina culture differences. Na twire ACIARI banande babu, the upcoming parents. You'll not be able to bring your son the way you are brought up. Igi tare turira twakura gutari na a lot of distractions. Gutari na a lot of enemies. Kutari na ntobarurito baba ingi you know waikawa kwa anti no gakurira no literally na there was no one looking at you with a bad eye. With right now wiki ya mwana kukwa mwaronya kwe is an issue. Nonto regime and do you know everybody want to succeed, and the ones that have not gotten their path can becoming jealous. Even on their own siblings. Ukona mtu atikwenda kuona mutanongina mtu ariga na ndithi gonkonera kinyere beze na magari. You know, I don't understand how I can hate my brother because he has a vehicle. The first thing I'll do, I'll always be thanking God that if I have an emergency, there is someone somewhere who understands me deep. Who will take it from me, you know. But nandi wana sisters, but no, to my sister, she's doing well, I'm not doing well, and with your sister's keeper, ukanandi your enemy. There were no distractions. The enemy was there, but not the way it is. Today it's on broad daylight. I show you, I hate you, and you're my blood. You know, I'll be a better person. Right now, AANA betu tuibaris tubakunikirete na blood of Christ. No, to the immediate enemies are the relatives. AANA barabo kudokiti anto ana uncles. You know those things, and sometimes you wonder when did this start? Mwana atigairwa ithe wa munini, you know, the uncle.
Yes.
Na akarerwa accordingly. Uncle aka the father figure until the end of it.
Yes.
They were raised by strangers, and they're even better than the ones who were raised by their parents. Lakini nandi, you know, I was trying to explain to you those times. Arome ba trust our without authority. They had shown they can manage.
Yes.
Na inyarira mwana eza, you know, are uncouth mbinambi musiari na mwera okuruka ukamenya igwakwa. And that was just a final warning. Lakini anabanandi, they are in their own cocoon that we as parents we are trying to understand. Anabanandi, they think that even work kwa umbitangu na kwa won't ritina ngeta. You know, we discussed that the other day.
Yeah.
Kwa unandi, we are raising them differently, but according to the times. Bere ACIARI atiri, can we adjust? Mwana reza kuira skuru tutekuorwa, lakini ndeza anja nugompora. You know, nande the thing of mwana na rights, you know. So we have to sit down and know. Or put regulations to these rights. No, to mwana utumba kuga mwana atipanishwa. Mwana agapanishwa. But are we punishing our children the right way? And do you make them understand why the punishment is coming in the first place? Not to sometimes uomba kudhuria mwana ukiona like you're punishing. But nande iba wichokia. Mami ntithete unantithete umporero. You know koreana ba korire ba kiora go throughout. Yes. And some of us, I'm sorry to say, we grew up with hoods. Ironda biandene. Wara wa throughout nandiro kuona winana baku. You're still trying to raise them the same way. Yeah. But the society will not allow you. Na ikiwa kwa na ACIARI bakia depressed. Can you learn your child? Can you learn iroturo romata ikogondoka kana punishment? You know, you have to understand. Mwano kwankaria. You know, when I raise the voice ibamenya mama ukinya maxima. Ngayo keroturo ibamenya ote ongi. You know, they have to understand. Na ndimbere ACIARI barabe na teenagers. Tugire conversations is the first thing. Understand your child by having conversations. No me ACIARI barabuga mwana etingira nyomba and we can't converse. Ni wo mukoredi. You're not there. So they looked for a place to hide. So they started hiding in video games. Whether their rooms are always locked. They started hiding in funny things. Kuna ndio kona mwana kwa we can't have a conversation. Why? No, I realized that they are hiding in those games. When you're supposed to have a conversation, they hidden themselves. Nande utagetia kumenya nikino ntumbera mwana kwa come we talk. Igakala like we are in a war. Conversations are supposed to be freely. But beto nini, are you teaching them how to have meaningful conversations? Kenana ndi mwana kuramenya mamu nyande gokwigwa you know batu twatetaga watega wawu ACIARI tho kamatuka ukamenya here I'm not supposed to be here. Ana banande they don't even understand. You even getting to a point of telling them this is wrong, barbary, and they're still looking at you like I think I also have rights here to do what I'm doing. It's
not fair.
It's not fair. I'm not being treated fair. Yes. Since when did our children realize that we are not treating them fairly? It means bene irasi bingiba weta in our absentia. Kuna ndembere ACIARI, the time you spend with your children are the moments that you're going to carry to your old age. Non tuinya mwana akera na bawe, you know your grandfather was 1, 2, 3. Tueta no guteta ngombe, and these were the conversations. Tueta no kurima, and this was it. Kuna nde ACIARI, bere ACIARI. We are not too busy for this generation because it's going to cost us so much. Kuna nde ukeza kuelirwa utikuona rotha buru the Sundays that you have. Dedicate the Sundays to your children. Ukeza kuelirwa Sunday iro wonora. You know where you've searched for time. Murungu ago karidiana because you're being honest. But the Sunday that you're there, are you there? You know we kuduro kadiare okarinde na we kuduro involved. Are you involved in your children's life? Have these conversations. Koreana Bamoda used to have the even the hardest conversations with the parents, no to even itaniro open up. So the men that we are bringing up right now, can you show them how to open up? Speak about what we are going through. We are not going to have children committing suicide. We are not going to have children trying to meet deadlines until they are becoming depressed. No, ma'am, I'm not working for this company again because of 1, 2, 3. I'm not able to do. Now, you'll help. You know, you can even opt to tell your child, leave that employment. Because now it is between the life of your child and the money.
Yeah.
So, at what point are you going to help your child make that choice? Your life comes fast. And wala de FHAMINAS ya kuinyirwa monka karanda akawa unire nganywa ndawa. Alafu nyina agatiga wakurira. I didn't see it coming. Ndona mwana kwa mwana whether you're in stress no ya unota notice because you don't know your child. Lakini tira wize mwana ku even by the look you can tell atirite atidambite atisasawa mentally. And that is when you get involved. And you getting involved with a lot of love. Abana banandi katokenda na atokerencha.
Ibwega kwina thini muchithia namre kuikiumagira na Madam Faith kumenya kethera chumanagia na aciari kana chumanagia na maybe arimu kana na antu baba ukara nabo kwangereka no kethera mwana na rari umwega kuthi cukuru lakini akeyo kegwa angailele baba eto lesbians okegwa angai gay mantu mama mathuku ikuthina yumagira na na bongo bateba iga bwega na aciari baba ndo na majukumu mao kana na arimu bataraithaga na bao bwega.
Aya, that's a very nice question. But to a high school, we saw those things. They can happen. You know what I got like a story.
Yes.
But in my own world, I could not even put myself to imagine. What is that?
Yes.
You know, not even deciding to be involved. The thought of it makes me sick. Because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
We were not exposed to such things. But anabeto oran kwaridia mantuja exposure. Owerere utega mwanoku bukarinde with your teenage girl from 10 years. What is attracting them? Who are they attracting to most? With that phase of life, people do not understand. That is where now you needed. Read the Bible to your child. Tell them how things were happening, how they are going to happen till the end of time.
Yes.
Kunande the name Musiari. No to Musiari. Mbere menya tuikairia arimu tene nyingi muno. Utino omo arimu atawitana mwana how to be engaged in some things. But we have rotten parents who are the teachers that are also engaging themselves and engaging other people's children in such things. But now that is 1%. Let's talk about the 99%.
Yes.
Uwerero kuona mwana ku a baby girl are so attached to another baby girl. You know, it is that opportunity that you grab and you sit down with your child and you tell them the Bible says. You know the Bible. You know those feelings are in the mind.
Yes.
And the moment you change the mindset, everything changes. No, you start asking them, you know, for example, these relationships are supposed to bring forth children. Have not seen two women bring forth children. How are you going to continue this generation? Because I need grandchildren. You know, now you make them see the picture. And I told parents of today, we don't have the luxury of, you know, saying, I don't know how to have that. Someone else will have that conversation. And someone else is not good as me. Someone else. You know, so the hardest conversations, can we have them with our children? Can we tell them these feelings should die? Because, you know, they are brought by the evil one and they should just die here. Then involve your children in prayers.
Yes.
That is the only thing.
Yes.
Man to mama, there is nothing we'll do. But Nuize kinyamurungu arethairwo akarine the mistakes that we are doing na agitika kana agikaira wrong. You know, you're not supposed to behave like this towards your girl. But are we having these conversations with our children? That's why I have daddy. I'm not married to another woman. And that's why me and daddy, we have it. Because at the long run, they are going to learn it in school. Kuna ande aratuaera wana bagura kwa Muhammad muti. Mwana inyatha iye gutega you expectant na kwira what are we expecting, a girl or a boy? By the look. So what makes you think they don't know where these kids are coming from?
They know.
They know. So why don't you start involving them in these conversations? This is where this baby came from. And hata wakienda kusoma, in fact, wataona mom ni mafia. Mom told me this long time ago, and she was right.
Yes.
Kenda tuita na betu that mindset. During adolescence, there are those attractions that you don't even understand, but they are natural. But now, how do you make sure your child mundu nkoma akiza gutonyera, at least have you done your part? Na inya mundu nkoma atonyera, at least kwino atumbo kinya. No tutwira watri, bring your child in the way of Christ and they will not be able to depart from them. What does that mean? Mwana uwa akarande one ai totarerero. This is a wrong relationship. And they are not going to pursue it. Nandera tukinyatu kwa mwana kwa she is more of a man than I don't even like engaging in that conversation. No to Murungu, do you want to tell me God did a mistake? Murungu alifanya makosa. Kama Mungu hakufanya makosa, we are told we are Christ, and that's what we don't understand. Uwenga akudia makosa zara Murungu enazombere jeko. That is why I would tell you, makosa zara systems, but that battle entirely, we are Christ. The way you see me, I represent Christ. Yes. But do I behave in a way that portrays the Christ in me? That is a question. Kuna ande mwano ku, as you're teaching them spiritually, are you engaging them with scriptures? Tumbakwira mwana domba Bible. No, sometimes you have even to know those quotes that you are going to quote when you see a certain behavior. And you tell them, like the other day I was punishing my daughter and I told her, you know what the Bible says? I spoil you because of sparing this rod. And I quote to, and I know she went and read that Bible. Because after that she came and told me, Mommy, I think the Bible says we shouldn't be punished. And I was happy because it didn't end there. The punishment didn't end there. When my daughter had the quote from the Bible, and she knows what the Bible is, she is assured that everything is hidden in that Bible. So when you're punishing, from which point are you punishing? From the worldly point, from the biblical point, from, how you were brought up point. And there's a book I tell parents, read that book. Get that book. Inaitwa The Conscious Parent. The Conscious Parent. You're not raising your children from the wounds that were instilled in you when you were growing up. You're raising your child from the healed being. And you must be able to heal for your children. I hear my friends asking me, we were brought up like this. A day I felt like I'm bringing my children the same way I was brought up. And I was like, there are things you have to heal from first. For us to heal, we have to confront that feeling. Someday I said, you cannot heal from a feeling without feeling it. You have to feel it. The pain, the heart, so that now you heal from it. In the abundance of the feeling, no healing. Yes.
Wow, bwega sana. Mantu mutu kwaragire kwena ana bomba kwa baturaithite na aranja madam na amije baturaithite o batukonorerete metho na maybe bethongiriti mantu ni mamutamamu. I don't know bomba kubera tatukirikiria.
Ana betu barebe tumantone. Na weigwa muciari ekwira ontobote bui. Boga guchokera. Because one day I I bring up my daughters and my sons, telling them, one day you're going to be a father.
Yes.
Like your daddy, you're going to be a mom. Is this how you want your children to treat you? Let's get there first. Because I believe God is going to give you long life.
Yeah.
You'll have your children. How will you want your children to treat you? Nambere ACIARI bange, we are so quick to throw words to our children.
Yeah.
You know, you meet your child doing like this and you start calling them demons. You know, in coma, you know you're behaving like, you know the names you call them. Don't call your children names. The moment you call your children names,
yes,
the enemy has something to use. You know, when you read the Bible and get to understand, you know, when you hear, he is just watching or make, you know, a mistake. That word, who won't be evaja mtu ina nkoma? Nkoma ekeza tu. No turande no metere nyana area isidete. You know, who won't be evaja ngondu sometimes. You know, now the enemy has something to use over your child.
Yeah. Sometimes
when you tamka those words, apologize to your child, ask God for forgiveness. We were raised by our parents.
Yes.
And that is why we are who we are. Tuarisiro batu na kiboko, na watu idio, na so many other things, bad things. Lakini babu, you have good parents. Tire, one day I'll be a parent. All these things I'm doing to my mother.
Yes.
They will be done to me. Nukume amusiari omba nyoko erondo. Kondidere ni woka didiru ne anabaku. Turia maruo kienjaro mwere mami kumanarua. First of all, withdraw those words.
Yes.
Pray about them. Then mwere kumanarua ntoka. No ntoki wikirumi. Nairumi, you know, we are living lives okona muntu aritanguge na mbesa ito mutedi. You know, iro wigawa atumiria bagikara bakira ACIARI ukenda nkoma atumira rume rwaku kurumana baku. No ntu nkoma ndabwira karategerete, you know, make a mistake.
Yes.
Ugerera mwana word, I take that word and don't tumira. So to our children, just put yourself in our shoes. Did you query your mom do something and you look at her like a scarecrow? I don't want you to go. Then I will want to do but don't push me to say words that I don't want to say. ACIARI tumenyere ndome cietu tukaranirie nana betu ria kwagirite. They are only 2 weeks na mbera antu all the time be with your children. This holiday doesn't mean it's the time you spend with your child. You know, kila mwana kuibodi yari follow up, make those phone calls. You know, kama wana amenye my mom is watching. Kinyere na nta mwana 1 week nko muigwa spiritually because mwalimu na ezira mom called. She said she's praying for you. You know those words ituma mwana nyeda na arara or divert. Arikana the relationship with abu na kagitate agachokera. So let us spend these few weeks with our children. Yes.
Thank you very much. Bwega sana madam. Asante. Thank you nonto migambo emerito. Actually migambo emerito migambo eminene era wa inambere kwewa weka na wewe kwina mwana oraitheti ngwetigia kwinambere kwewa kiwata gantu na ati ACIARI katumenyere nonto yera wa etire mawengo chichiayo katumenyere ana betu menyana ba dinara ko banti nini nonto ba uma chukuru bebe ga bagichoka chukuru ko bena biu bena ana bange ukaliwa what happened iko baradhi nambere kwa bakibetegere mwaki mekenge madam tukumekawe na mugambo wa muthia
mugambo wa muthia. Want to tell our children we love them deeply and we are wishing them all the best. Mutiari nkwere atiri endelea kuromba grace from God. Ana ba murungu na izi age kwabo bakakuretera mathina jau bakureterete lakini murungu na izi you are going to triumph. ukenda ushindwa. Fight for your children. And this is the time we are fighting for our children forefront. Tiriria twa fighter, you know, uri nyuma. Forefront. Na maromba. Thank you so much.
Bwega sana. Mwanga kiu kenge kaudhira bametane Faminas wa Kimathi. Tuwatanete na Madam Faith Wanja. Tuwatore antu uchionde cha Jumatano. Tukeragire mantu makona kithomo na mantu mawikira inya. Wotu raithite. Tinda bwega.